Devin, 6 touchdowns today. Thoughts on that?
I mean, it was a great game. You know, the line blocked well, we ran the ball well, Denard ran well, Roy caught the ball well. Every receiver that caught the ball, they caught a tough pass, so I'm happy about that.
All right, Mark.
Devin, how did it change things for you having Denard in there, knowing he was going to take some of the snaps, and how did it change like preparation?
That's not a question for me. That's probably a question for Iowa. How did it change for them? It was great for me. You know, that's just something else they got a game plan for, but they didn't know. So it was great.
Did it change the week and the way you were appearing?
No, it didn't.
Left, Mike.
Devin, this might be even an odd question, but did it feel like a changing of the guard today, with Denard actually back in the game and in the huddle and kind of bouncing around all over the place while you were at quarterback for the majority of the snaps?
I mean, I don't really understand the question.
Well, did it feel like kind of like the past, present, and future were kind of all almost in one?
I don't really know about that. I know it felt great, you know, because I knew that they had no idea what was going to come. They thought they knew. They would always yell out Denard's in the game, but they don't know what kind of play we're going to run. So, if that answers your question.
Do you think that gives Ohio State a lot to think about?
Oh yeah, it definitely does. Unless they don't want to. I mean, that's fine for me as well.
Roy, Brady said that he's noticed that you're now catching the ball with your hands more than with your body, letting it go into your body. Is that are you aware of that? Is that conscious? When did you change? When did that occur?
Back in the spring, actually, when Coach Beck had us on the tennis ball and had all the right receivers, you know, just eye coordination, and just something I really worked on this year. And by using my hands, you know, away from my body really helps because of the defenders on your back and you got strong hands.
On the left, Andy.
For both of you, it looked like today was the most effective you guys were in the downfield vertical passing game. What was working so well there?
I mean, big plays, you know, Roy made big plays and Gallon made big plays, so that's really all I can say about it.
Yeah, just some of the coverages that they was doing, how they was blowing covers, and they were seeing open throws.
On the right, Wojo.
Devin, you obviously knew what was coming today before anybody here or the fans knew. How excited was it during the week, knowing what you guys were going to unleash? Did you know it would work like this?
Oh yeah, because it really worked on our defense. They had a rough time. Every time after practice when we got in the locker room, they said, man, they're going to have a problem with that. So that's enough for me. I felt like, I mean, if they knew the next day of practice that it was coming from the first day, they still couldn't stop it. I felt like that the other team would definitely not be able to stop it.
In the middle, Ben.
Devin, with Denard taking, quarterback snaps, every here and there, and that could potentially throw you out of your rhythm. It didn't really seem to, though. Is that something you had to work through in practice this week, or was it really not difficult for you to kind of maintain consistency?
I mean, it wasn't difficult at all because we practiced every day doing it. You know, it was just I would come out for a play, give me a break, to rest and get my thoughts together anyway. So.
On the right, Art.
Devin, I remember earlier in the year when you were playing wide receiver, you said you considered yourself a quarterback. Is there a sense of relief for you now that you've had to step in because Denard was injured and you've performed, that you finally are getting a shot at being Michigan's quarterback?
I mean, I really enjoy it, because I always thought of myself as a quarterback. And honestly, I never knew how I would perform either, just like you guys didn't. So it's just refreshing to know that I can play quarterback at Michigan.
On the left, Larry.
For both of you, how glad are you that Denard's injury wasn't serious enough that it kept him out? I mean, to end his spectacular career on the sideline with, an elbow injury, I mean, that's obviously not going to be the case.
I mean, I was ecstatic, that's my brother, he's not just my teammate, he's my brother. So, I mean, and any player on any team, I wouldn't want that to happen. I would like for everybody to be able to get a chance to play this great game.
Roy.
And I feel the same. He worked hard to get back, and thank God that he got to go out there his last time in Michigan Stadium and perform well.
All the way to right, Angelique.
I have 2 questions. Roy, can you just talk about, ask Kenny this last thing you remember walking out of the stadium today?
Today?
After the game, I'm sorry.
After the game. Just getting the W, and going back up that tunnel, hearing all the media just taking pictures and the fans just screaming. I really got chill bumps, and I really enjoyed my time playing here. And, I left it all on the field every play.
Devin, I just wanted to ask you, I think you were around Fitz when he was injured. What was that moment like? And he looked clear like he was in a lot of pain.
I mean, it was heartbreaking to see Fitz in so much pain like that. Fitz is a really tough guy, and I've never seen his face like grimacing like that. You know, I just prayed that he'll be all right, and I just prayed instantly. As soon as I saw him down, I just started to pray, and hopefully he'll be fine.